Fly private?
Yeah.
Shh. I ain't flying private. Spirit. Put me on Spirit. Exit row. Window seat. That's all I need. Long as I get from point A to point B. I don't need private.
When I bought my first luxury car with my dumb ass, I went and bought a BMW and I already had a Honda. Paid off Honda. Paid for Honda.
How you make $40,000 a year, but you drive a Hellcat?
I don't know who need to hear this, but buy that used car off Facebook Marketplace. Buy that used car off Facebook Marketplace, man.
And I'm talking about the white one. Like, what's the lowest you would take for this?
The lowest I can do is probably $75K.
75. Okay. That's not bad.
When I saw this clip of Ochocinco talking to Shannon Sharpe and how, you know he made good money. He played football for a few seasons, or for a while, I should say. You know he made good money. But when he said that, hey, I'm not taking a private jet, I'm not flying, first class, or I'm going to take a Spirit flight. What?
Fly private?
Yeah.
Shh. I ain't flying private. Spirit. Put me on Spirit. Exit row. Window seat. That's all I need. Long as I get from point A to point B. I don't need private. Why am I driving a Ferrari? Why am I driving a Rolls Royce and I'm Ocho? Oh, we talk about jewelry and watches and chains. Never bought real anything when I was playing. Never. What was the point? I went to Claire's.
So all you do?
Yes. For what? What am I doing it for? Why am I buying a $50,000 watch? $80,000 watch? What time is it real quick, please?
It's 20 minutes to 4.
How much that cost me?
It didn't cost you nothing.
Because time is free. So what I'm paying for?
Right.
For what? But everybody's caught up in image and looking a certain way and being rich. It's pointless. You know how hard it is to live like that all the time, consistently, and be fly every day?
Yeah.
Jewelry and listen, eras of rappers. Think about the era before us.
Right.
Everybody was flashy, stunned. And after 10 years, what happens?
They ain't flashy, they ain't stuff.
No, you can't. It's impossible to sustain.
Right.
It's impossible. People, social media. People, they think the cure and the fix for the problem is, well, give me more money, I'm gonna be all right. Well, the more you make, the more you spend.
Right.
If you have no discipline and no structure.
Yes, absolutely.
Every time.
Yes.
Every time. Well, just give me more and more. No, the more you get, the more you're gonna spend. And people ain't gonna listen because we are caught up in looking a certain way, living a certain way, trying to appease others who don't really care nothing about you.
Yeah.
Just to say, oh, I got it. I done saved, 83% of my salary. I don't need validation from nobody on the outside. That's another downfall. In society, we always need validation and acceptance from others. Don't try to live a lifestyle that you know you can't afford.
Right.
You can't do that.
You wouldn't expect that. You would expect that, okay, he's making money, he's going to spend that money. But no, he made wiser choices in order to keep that money in his pockets and to feed his family. Now, he has a big family. So he made some good money choices as far as, at least that's what he's telling us, saving his money.
How you make $40,000 a year, but you drive a Hellcat? How you out every weekend buying drinks, but your credit card's maxed out? How can you afford to go on vacation when you ain't paid your car note in 2 months? Baby, your car about to go on a permanent vacation to the repo lot. We can't be having a lobster appetite on a ramen noodle budget. It ain't gonna work. I got the newest and freshest outfit down to the socks, and I ain't got no money in my checking account. What sense does that make? And I know because I've done it before, trying to live above your means and impress people, and it just ain't it. I'd rather have people care about the content of my character first. It just ain't worth it to be fronting all the time and pretending. The truth gonna come to the light eventually. Do not spend all your money trying to impress people. They don't care that much anyways. The only person you should be trying to impress is yourself every day. So just remember this weekend, drinks are not on you. Get somebody else to do it.
Save your money.
You got to do what's best for you. One of the people that I was listening to today, she was like, it's really silly to buy a $100,000 car and your salary is $100,000. So that means most of the money that you make is going to go to that car payment because you're not, more than likely not, paying that car in cash.
And I'm talking about the white one. Like, what's the lowest you would take for this?
The lowest I can do is probably $75K.
75. Okay. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. For that, in that color, Yeah, that's not bad at all. See, I'm not even really thinking about getting the Rolex today, but you say this 100% pure gold.
Yeah, 100%.
So, how much you want for this?
the whole necklace is just a
Yeah,
charm.
like this whole thing with the, the gold and the white gold on there. I like that whole thing on there.
Something like this, I probably let go for about 1,500.
15. That ain't bad at all. 15. Yeah, I might be able to do that. 15. Yeah, I want to see how it look on me though. How much they say they wanted for this?
They're looking for 140 million
140.
cash.
It's not bad. I might be able to do that.
You want to make sure that you are spending your money wisely and that you have a good nest egg, you are saving, you are investing. And I also need to talk to myself because I need to put more money in my savings account. I'm not joking. Some say that your car note should be 10% of your income. So if you're making $100,000, your car should be $10,000 because you can easily pay that off, right? But a $10,000 car, where are you going to find that? It's going to have to be a used car and it's going to have to be paid in cash.
I don't know who need to hear this, but buy that used car off Facebook Marketplace. Buy that used car off Facebook Marketplace, man. Me personally, I've done it 2 times. I bought a old Toyota Avalon. I think it was like 2003 year. Bought it for $1,800. Y'all, I had that car for 4 years. I did not have one issue with it. All I had to do was change the battery 1 time. That's all I had to do. I had that car for 4 years, y'all. When I got done with it, I gave it away. Why did I give it away? Because I basically got it for free. Bought it for $1,800. Had it for 4 years with no mechanical issues. You can't beat that. Now, I drive a 2005 Honda Accord. Y'all, go to my other page. I made a video about this. I drove this car from Texas to Virginia. People said it's going to blow up. Let me show you. Hold on. It currently has 219,874 miles. Still no issues. I'm still running. Y'all, this was almost a year ago when I did that. I done had this car almost 2 years. I drove it from Texas to Virginia. I done drove it from Virginia to, no mechanical issues. I'm chilling. Y'all, these people are lying to y'all when they say these old cars will cause you issues to the point where you will spend more in maintenance than to get a new car. That is a lie. That is a lie, y'all. Especially if you get a Honda or Toyota. You got to do your research now. Don't just go buy an old car on Facebook Marketplace and say, D'Angelo told me to do that. No, you need to do your due diligence. I bought Toyota for a reason. I bought Honda for a reason because I know those are reliable. It's being proven time and time again. But yeah, man, do it, man. This ain't for the people who care about how the car look and what they drive. Now, I don't care, man. Give me a little slider, man. I'm good. I'm saving my money. I'm good with it.
But a lot of times we see those shiny objects and we want them so bad. And we're like, you know what? I will finance it. Even though it's going to cost me 5 years of interest, 5 years of my income, whatever. It's going to be high. But you're willing to go that route because it's shiny and it's new and it's calling me and I want to show off and keep up with the Joneses. No, you don't. Find yourself a nice used car. It's reliable. And I hear that a lot of these new cars are breaking down faster than the older cars. So find yourself something old.
When I bought my first luxury car with my dumb ass, I went and bought a BMW and I already had a Honda. Paid off Honda. Paid for Honda. But I let people pump my head up and believing I needed a better car. So what did I go do? I went and got a better car. I didn't want to pay for 2 parking spots. I didn't want to pay for insurance for 2 cars. And I felt like I didn't need a second car. So you know what I did? I went and I sold that Honda. Stupid. I should have kept that car. That was a good car. That was a good car. I missed that car. That car gave me no problems. None. Zero. All I did was change the oil. So I went ahead, bought a BMW. A year and a half later, that thing stopped on me on the freeway at 4 o'clock in the morning. Almost got me robbed. The fuel, not the fuel pump, a pump, something combusted. And it went vroom, and it stopped. 4 o'clock in the morning. I was sitting on the freeway till 6 o'clock in the morning. A month later, The fuel pump bust. That's when the fuel pump bust. After I got it fixed the first time, magically the warranty was up. Magically there was some warranty that covered it and I'm blessed. That's why, because I did not have that money to fix it. They fixed it. The fuel pump bust, I took it back to the dealership. They magically had a warranty to fix that too. Like I said, I'm blessed. Didn't have the money. They fixed that. The next day, I said, I can't afford this car. I can't, because if it keeps breaking down, you know what bright idea I had? Let me trade it in for a car 2 times more expensive. But I leased it. So I'm like, okay, when the lease is up, I'm going to just go ahead and get rid of it. But you're caught up in a cycle you can't get out of. Because you know what's going to happen when after that 3 years was up? I'm getting an even more expensive car. I'm just wasting money. I was in that cycle for so long, I missed that damn Honda. I would give anything to get that Honda back and get the hell up out that cycle. It's a terrible cycle.
That's what the problem was.
I am not flexing and flossing and stunting for nobody else but myself. If I got it, I got it. And if I don't, I don't. We are not going to go into debt trying to one up somebody else or be like somebody else. We're not doing it. So yeah, people are trying to live a luxury poverty lifestyle. They have that luxury poverty mindset. You really can't afford the thing, but you'll do anything to get it. You want those luxurious items. You want the nice things that are designer and so on and so forth, but you really can't afford it. You have been in a trap in your mind thinking, this is what I have to do in order to show other people that I am valuable, that I am this, high and mighty person, but you really aren't. And then you just end up being depressed and in debt. And then when you think about it, this economy right now, we always talk about the rising cost of groceries, the rising cost of everything, basically. And to worry about trying to look like you are playing the part of success, stop it.
If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
It's delusional. Stop it. But yeah, stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. It's not worth it in the end. And at the end of the day, those people don't care about you. As always, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.